guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have about an hour before I have to be somewhere, so I thought it'd be fun to sit down and film since I need to do my makeup anyway. And I've been wanting to do a full face of Tarte makeup because I recently got their custom beauty kit and I wanted to try out all of these products. So today I'm going to be doing a full face of Tarte and just first impressions of a lot of the products. So if that is something that you would like to see, then keep on watching. Okay, so I kind of have a couple goals with this video. First of all, I want to go through all these products and give you my thoughts about them so that if there's any that you were looking at that you were considering buying, you can kind of see them in action and see how they perform. And then also, I wanted to talk about the value of the custom beauty kit and talk about, you know, if I feel like it's worth it or not, so that when the sale rolls around next time, you guys will know whether or not you'd like to partake in that. So with the custom beauty kit, Tarte has one day a year where they sell 6 full-size products for $63, which they say is a $200 value for only $63, so it sounds like a great deal just to start with. So you go ahead and you pick out a bag that you want. So I got this bag. I think it's gorgeous. Like, I'm actually shocked by how beautiful it is. And then inside you will get your 6 products that you get to pick out, and you don't get to pick any products from the site. They have specific products that go into the sale. So like, you go through and you can pick a foundation, then you pick like face products, and you pick eyeshadows, and you pick lips, and you pick mascara, and then accessories. So you kind of go through and pick what one product you want from each of the sections, and then that's it. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to be supplementing these products with other products that I have. I have a couple others from Tarte that I'll use, and then some of them I don't have from Tarte. Like, I do not have a primer or a setting spray from Tarte. So yep, let's just go ahead and get into it. So for primer, I'm going to start with my No Problem Prime Essence. I have been loving this lately. Okay, so this sponge is actually the Wonder Blender from Shop Miss A, and all of the products on that website are $1 each. So I just went and bulk bought a ton of these makeup sponges. So if you're looking for a really good makeup sponge for really cheap, these ones are $1. Okay, so for the foundation, I went ahead and picked up the Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. There was a mattifying one, but I prefer my foundations to be hydrating. So it just looks like this. It's very beautiful. And this foundation retails for $39. One of the hard parts about this is that I had to pick out my foundation shade online. So I know that I'm a neutral undertone, so I just picked the lightest shade that was a neutral undertone. And unfortunately, that was fair light neutral and not fair neutral. So I'm worried that this is going to be a little too dark for me, but we'll see. And another thing about this is that it has a doe foot applicator, which I am not really a fan of. I was hoping that it was going to be a pump. I guess it's not like a big deal, but I just prefer a pump for my foundations. So let's see. I haven't tried this before. This is the first time I'm using one of Tarte's foundations. It doesn't really say anything about what it's supposed to do. It just says hydrating. So I guess we'll go ahead and try this out. The doe foot applicator does not get a lot of product on it. I'm gonna get a scrunchie. Let's go ahead and blend this out. I just wish they had a fair neutral shade. But I don't know if they only offer certain shades for this sale or not. Ooh, I like this. Already I'm seeing that it's super dewy and also it's covering very well. Yeah, this is actually really nice. I love the dewy finish of it, and the coverage is nice. Looks very natural and glowy. You can see how glowy that is like that. So now I'm going to go in with concealer, and of course I have my Tarte Shape Tape. You can see that the Shape Tape foundation is the same kind of style as the actual Shape Tape. And this one's pretty old, so I don't really know. Don't use old makeup, guys. I have used this in the past, but I prefer my Smashbox concealers just because I feel like they are more blendable. The Tarte one is a little bit thick for me. Not that it's a bad concealer, but it's just a little bit too thick for my liking, but not a big deal. So one of the products that I got in my custom beauty kit was this brush. Now this said that it was a foundation brush, but do you see how tiny that is? I feel like that would have taken forever to blend out my foundation, so I'm going to use this for concealer. And I actually added this on accident. I thought that I had added a setting spray, but it turns out I got a brush, so we're just gonna go ahead and use that as well. Okay, and it says that this one retails for $28. And like I said, I'm not sure if it'll be great for foundation, but I definitely think it will work for concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my concealer. That blends it out very nicely. I don't know if you can see like right there it's really picking up on my dry skin. Okay, so I don't have the next two products from Tarte, so I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the Smashbox Halo Hydrating Perfecting Powder, and I'm going to do my eyebrows with the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream, and I will be right back. Okay, so I just went ahead and I powdered my face and I did my eyebrows, and I also put on my Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer so that we are all ready to move into the eyeshadow. Oh, and I also went and put on my ColourPop So Juicy Plumping Gloss. This is just the shade Princess Cut, which is the sheer one, just to prep my lips for liquid lipstick later. So I have quite a few, not quite a few I guess. I have a couple eyeshadow palettes from Tarte already, and those are the Tartelette in Bloom palette, which is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes, and I've had this one for so long. And then I also have the Tarte Sizzle eye palette, one of their circle ones, which is another, both of these are rose gold, honestly. Both of these I've used a lot and I love both of them. This one is like all shimmers, so it's not really my favorite, but the shadows are still great quality. But I got another eyeshadow palette in the Custom Beauty Kit. So here we have the Tarte Glam on the Glow eyeshadow palette, and I'm literally unboxing these for the first time right now. So let's just go ahead and open this up. Oh! It has a cute little graphic on the front. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, there you go. You get a nice size mirror here and 6 different eyeshadow shades here. I'm not finding this palette on their website. It looks like this palette isn't available on their website. I'm seeing it on like third-party websites for $25, so I'm just gonna say it's a $25 value. So we have the shades Go in Places, Make It Happen, Boss Babe, Ambition, Soul Sister, and hashtag work. So, I mean, I feel like there's a limited shade range here. If we're talking about like travel palettes, the Smashbox ones are thinner and pretty much smaller. They're wider but shorter, and they're a lot thinner. These ones are $29 and they have 8 shades in them, and you have a wide range of color schemes to choose from. Also, since this one isn't apparently available anymore on the website, these would be a good alternative as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the eyeshadow here. I do really like this shade right here though. I'm going to start with this light shade here and kind of use that as a base. This one's called Go in Places. Okay, and then I'm going to take this shade right here. This is Ambition, and just place that in my crease. I'm just going to do a simple eye look. I just want to test out these shades. I feel like they're very pigmented and they're blending pretty well. I'm not noticing any issues and I'm not seeing any fallout really. There's a little bit of kickback in the pan, but not a ton. Okay, now I'm taking this shade right here. This is Make It Happen. Just placing that on the outer corner. Let's see how this darker shade works. It's a little bit patchy, I feel. You can kind of see here that it's not really sticking down, even though I have eyeshadow primer on. I'm just going to take that same shade and place that on the lower lash line. This is kind of smoky for like a travel palette. I guess it does say Glam on the Go, but definitely not great for everyday wear because there's just so few shades and they're all pretty bold. Then I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade right here. This is hashtag work. It's on my finger. Place that on the lid. It's a little bit dusty. And then I'm going to take a small little brush and go into this shade right here. This is Soul Sister, and just place that kind of on the inner corner. I think this one worked pretty well. I like the look that it gave. So now I'm going to take my Smashbox Always On liquid eyeliner and just go ahead and do a winged liner really quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that we have the winged liner on, I'm going to go ahead and go in with mascara. And this is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. And I have seen this everywhere, and I've been so curious about it, which is why I picked up this mascara. Just mostly the packaging is just so weird. So this says it's a 4-in-1 mascara. And again, their box says nothing about the product. What does 4-in-1 mean? Okay, so this mascara retails for $23. It says that it lengthens, curls, volumizes, and conditions. Let's go ahead and test this out, huh? I do really like this wand. Okay, so there's the difference. I'm not sure if it gives me like that much of a lengthening effect like my Smashbox mascara and the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, and even this Trestique mascara I feel like gives me a lot more length. But what's good about this mascara is it really does separate your lashes nicely. Like, I feel like I can see each individual lash, and I think that's beautiful. And it's not like it's a bad length, but it's just not quite as much as my other mascaras. Definitely a good mascara. So now let's move to the face. I did things a little bit out of order, but for the face, in my custom beauty kit, I got the Tarte Hamptons Weekender palette. This is what they're calling a contour palette. Just go ahead and open this up. Oh, this is adorable. It's like a cute little book almost. It opens sideways even. Now, I get that this is like a travel palette, but I feel like these are too small for like face products. Like, my brushes are way too big to even fit in that. Oh, this smells good. I have the other two face palettes from Tarte, both Pro Glow palettes, or two of the Pro Glow palettes, and I think these are a nicer size, and I still feel like they're pretty travel friendly. They're not a giant palette. This one obviously is far smaller, but you know, I prefer the pan size for each of these to be a little bit bigger. Personal preference here. Let's see if this one's available online. Okay, so this one is $19. It's also far cheaper than the Pro Glow palettes, which are $45. So, you know, up to you to decide which one is more worth it for you. And I already know that I love the Pro Glow palettes, so let's just go ahead and test out these ones. We have a bronzer called Farmer's Market, a blush called Summer House, and a highlighter called Beach Getaway. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my little contour brush here and go ahead and contour with the contour shade. Oh, that's a pretty color. I know that these are very small, but I do think the shades in them are beautiful. And if you do need something super small to travel with that you just want to fit in your purse very quickly, then this would work pretty well. So now let's go ahead and go into the blush. Grabbing my favorite blush brush from BH Cosmetics. Like I said, it's like way too big for this. Woo. Also, make sure you tap it off really well. This is what smells really good in the palette too, the blush. It smells amazing. Got way too much blush on this side. We'll fix that in a sec. Yeah, that's very pigmented. You need to be careful with that one. I don't think my other palettes do that at all. So if you do get too much blush on, you can just take your setting powder and go over it a little bit to lighten that up. Yeah, it's pretty. It blends very nicely on the skin, and I love the color. Let's go in with highlight here. This looks like a gorgeous highlight shade. It's a little bit dustier than I like. I like super creamy highlights. Ooh, yeah, that looks great. That's so pretty. It works super nicely. You can always wet it down. Let's try that. Using my setting spray from Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy Radiant Dew Mist. I mean, yeah. Let's go ahead and get under the brow bone here. Now we have just one more product left in our custom beauty kit, which is lips. So to prepare for that, I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips. This is the Smashbox Always Sharp Lip Liner in the shade Nude Fair. So the lip product I got. This is the Tarteist Quick Dry Matte Lip Paint. So I have here just the Tarteist lip paint. This is more like a gloss, and it is Gold Shimmer. This is the shade Strike Gold. But I grabbed one of their more liquid lipstick type lip paint. This is in the shade Exposed, so it's just a gorgeous nude shade. I think it's going to be beautiful. So they have 3 types of the lip paint. They have the glossy lip paint, the creamy, and the quick dry. And the creamy and the quick dry are matte. And they're all $20, so this one retails for $20, which is pretty much what you'd expect from a lipstick in this quality range. Let's just go ahead and apply this. It doesn't really have a great scent. Like, when I think of Tarte, I think of like the gorgeous vanilla scent. This one doesn't really smell like that. It smells more kind of like paint. And I like the doe foot applicator on this. It's super unique. Very pretty. I do have a gloss on underneath this, so it's gonna kind of sway how the texture is, but I feel like it applied very nicely. It's not patchy at all, and it seems to have dried down pretty well for having lip gloss underneath it. Actually, very well for having lip gloss underneath it. Yeah, I think this is nice. I might go ahead and go in with my other lip paint just on the centers here. Now this one smells like cotton candy. This one smells good. It doesn't feel uncomfortable on the lips or anything, so I think that is a gorgeous lipstick. So I'm going to go ahead and set my face really quick with my Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy Radiant Dew Mist. Okay, so here's the finished makeup look. I went through all of the makeup products and the custom beauty kit from Tarte, and all of those added up to a total value of $154, which is a good deal. You're getting $154 worth of makeup for $63. However, they do advertise it as a $200 plus value. I really feel like it depends on what products you get in here, but the only other thing that is included is this makeup bag, which I hope is not $46. Let's see if I can find it online. Okay, so I don't see this particular makeup bag on there, but there is another one that is $34, so that brings it to $188. So, you know, still a great deal. Not quite what was advertised, but I think it's a great deal. I think all the products worked fantastically. I've used a few Tarte products from the past, but this is the first time I've tried out any of their foundations or mascaras, and I thought they worked really well. So I'm honestly not surprised that the Tarte products all worked really well. There were a couple things that I didn't love about some of the products, but overall they were fantastic. All those issues were very minor and just personal preference. So I think that this is a great deal, and all of these products from Tarte are fantastic. So if you were looking into purchasing any of those for yourself, I think that you will not be disappointed by them. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. So, okay. You know, I'd prefer the pan size. Ooh.